Okay, we are, oh shoot. We are live, it looks like. Okay. So funny, this thing isn't like, it's really, really easy now to get crooked. Okay, I gotta just go do a quick die cut thing and then I'll be right back with you, my friends. My friends. Yeah, babe. Per your request. Oh, my box got all dirty. I don't know how that even happens. Hey. Yeah, just be present. Is that doable? Hmm? Yeah, I think I need to get, let me grab another piece right over there. These two here and these guys, these ones I need cut again. No, it has to be a white that matches. You know how it is. You know how it goes. Can I see that little scrap and I'll see if this, I think this is the one. No, the one I just cut the owl out of. Because yeah, so if you cut that one in half, and you can cut little pieces from that, but the eyeballs have to come out of something else. And then if possible, my water. I wonder if I left it in the car. I don't remember. Okay, but I'll need that. Wait a minute. I better reload here because I am seeing yesterday's video. Huh?
It was fine. I saw it up there.
Yeah. Well, I just had to reload. So. Okay. Boy, this thing is so crooked, though. Oh.
Because you have it crooked.
Thank you. But it doesn't feel crooked on here.
You have more issues than starting the video.
You know, but I don't think you get to say anything because you don't actually do it.
Well, I do. Jesus.
Why don't you come just take over that job then? Since you can do it better?
Absolutely.
Okay. Tomorrow he's going to be on his own, technology-wise. Hi, Charlotte and Diane. Hello, hello. And Miss Veronica. Hello. All right, so I do have actually a pile of goodies to show you guys today, too.
Shit. Oh, you know what? Do I need 2 plates for this guy? 2 regular plates in this guy?
Yeah.
Huh.
Are you new to die cutting?
Well, I thought it was a different guy. There you go.
Wait just a minute, you guys. Hold on. Put the thin shim back in. What are you doing?
Oh, them shim too. Okay. Sorry.
It's called the thin die adapter.
All right, go back over
Make
there.
sure they don't cross each other.
Yeah, I figured that out already.
Well, you know, one can never be too sure.
Whatever.
Did you say whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want a basket to put those pieces in, or can you carry them all over?
I'll bring them over.
Okay. Okay. So you guys, we're going to do a little bit of a demo. Oh, could you also bring me the gradient browns from Altenew in the inks when you're done for the owl? Okay. Oh, I don't have to show you that. I'm pretty sure you guys can read that. Okay, you guys. So I do actually have quite a bit of good stuff to show you today. And we're going to do a few demos just because. But let's start with what we talked about yesterday. Okay, so first things first. Yesterday, we sneak peeked, although I did a little bit longer of a sneak peek than seems like I would have normally. Hey, Angie. Hello, hello. Okay. Because I got a little distracted by the stuff as well. And so, we are going to go back and take a closer look at this paper. Now, first thing I want to say is, do as I say, don't do as I did. So when you go to take these little plastic round things off of this paper, just use your scissors and cut it, because I'll tell you what, you guys, it's the residue, it's sticky. So, and here's something stuck to it. So maybe don't do that. Or you'll have to get some baby powder or something and dust it, because it's kind of a mess and it's then sticking to all kinds of things. So, but because this one is open, I'm not going to open another one, but I'm just telling you with those plastic things. So these have been a hit today because they've been just sort of stacked on a table, actually. And did you get all the little eyeballs and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So this is the Crafter's Companion Cosmic Collection. And we actually have 4 different pads to show you guys today. So, and yesterday, I was talking about, these are what they call a pearl paper pad. Now, Craft Consortium does pearl a little bit different. So when I was first looking at these, it's really, I couldn't see the pearl. But now that I kind of understand how they do it, it makes a little bit more sense. So it's harder to see the pearl like on the black part. It just almost looks a little bit shiny. But when you get into the actual colors of it, that's where you see the pearl. So I do know that it's there. It's just a little bit harder for it to shimmer on, like you can really see it on this paper here. And so this is the 6x6 one because it's a little bit easier to show you guys, but I'm telling you, these colors are stunning. Okay. And they do have this, like this shimmer to them, and it looks like it's shimmered on both sides, which is pretty cool. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if I can bring this up. I don't know if that'll show up as a shimmer. Maybe not. But it does in person. I'm trying to find a spot that might look pretty good for you. But at any rate, you guys get to see all the papers. God, these are gorgeous. I mean, these colors are rich. Wow. Very, very beautiful. Okay. This one maybe show up for you. Let's see. It's hard to get it on. I don't think it's going to necessarily show up as a shimmer on the video, but at any rate. So look at all of these papers that you get in there. I mean, oh, you guys, so gorgeous. Okay, so 12 designs, 2 of each. So you get gobs of actual different designs, and it is good designs on the front and the back. So if one of these is like, say that one was, you know, I don't know, too black and blue for you, then you can turn it over and you have something, you know, you have different patterns to work with. So all of the sides are good on this. Now, the 6x6 pad, you get 24 double-sided, lightly pearlized sheets for $11.50. Yes. Okay. And this is one of those releases that I would say don't dilly-dally, because I was able to get some, and I will try to get some more. But Cosmic or Crafter's Companion is actually already out of this. So it's kind of what we can get is what we can get. So that's the 6x6. And then the 12x12, it's kind of hard for me to show this to you on the video, but actually you might be able to see the shimmer a little bit better on this one. Let's see. Maybe? I don't know. It's hard because I can't. Oh, there we go. There we go. I think you can see it. I think you can. I don't know. Anyway, it's there. I promise you guys. So the 12 by 12, 24 cosmic stunning papers, and they're the same designs, just, you know, a little bit bigger scale. But that also means, you guys, for card makers, because of the way these type of papers are, even in 12 by 12, it's going to be a background that works. Okay. So, $22.99, you guys. That's less than $1 a sheet for this pearlized paper. So really, really good price on that for stunning, stunning paper. And then these are the things I didn't show you yesterday. Is it possible to get some water or something to drink? Hello? Oh, okay. I didn't know if you heard me. Okay, so we have 2 companion paper packs. These are both 24 sheets, and they are the same price as the patterned ones. So this first one, they coordinate with the patterned paper, and this first one is called a pearl paper pad. And you can see the pearl much better, or much more, I don't know which is the word, on these sheets than you can on the patterns. But even so, it's going to match perfectly with the colors in the collection. But the papers are gorgeous. And you guys, they are thick. Does it say? It's 250 GSM. So they are a nice thickness. You can see here from the edge, they're a white core, if that, you know, bugs you. But look at how pretty these are. Oh. I asked for a glass of water and I got, isn't this like 2 ounces? Mm-hmm. Can I have 2 or 3 more of those? Did you just say I don't need it? Okay, so we've got a beautiful purple, and then this is a pink that I have not seen in the pearl papers. But the pearl papers that we sell, open stock, just kind of to give you guys a baseline, they are more shimmery. They are also $1.75 a sheet, whereas these ones are a little less shimmery, but they're also less than $1. Okay, if all I'm getting is 2, thank you. But this is like a really pretty, it's like a bold pink, but kind of a dusty pink. So really pretty. And then this one, this is a color like, boy, I don't even know how to explain it. It's almost like a seedless preserves type of a color in cardstock. So some really different colors in a slightly pearlized paper. So that is the pearl paper pad. And then this one, you guys, again, 24 12 by 12 sheets for $22.99. Okay. This one is, you get 3, oh, you can't see. I'm pointing, but it's not in the camera. You get 3 different foils, cardstocks, and 3 different glitter cardstocks, times 4 of each. Yeah. Okay. So, in the foils, look at that. It's like a beautiful kind of a dark blue. If I look here, can you guys see me? Hello. And then we have this gorgeous fuchsia and a silver. Okay. Now the silver one too, this is a really shiny silver. So it's not a matte silver, really shiny. But I mean, this one, like, definitely, can you guys see me? Hi. That one is mirror qualities. Well, I mean, not like, you know, not a good mirror, but still. But you could also do some of your alcohol ink techniques on this, and it would be gorgeous because it's so shiny. But look at the glitters. That deep blue. Oh my gosh. And you guys, it doesn't come off. It's definitely like right there. And then we have, this is, it looks kind of silver on the video, but it isn't. It's like a, It's like a green silver, like a tarnished silver almost, like a seafoam. But it's definitely not silver. Here's a silver. I don't know if that helps. Does it help? No, it looks almost the same on the camera. Let's see. It's so funny. I keep trying to give you guys a visual, but nope, it's not going to work. Okay. But these cameras, they're so good now that they do, it's kind of Stacy, but a graphite I consider to be a little bit darker, like a pencil lead kind of. And Sizzix has an opulent cardstock in graphite. And I love that one because it's totally a unique color. But this is also pretty unique because it isn't. Oh, well, you know what? If I just compare it to the silver that's in here, that might help. Okay? You can kind of see that it's close to a silver, but it isn't. It's like a light mint. I don't know. Anyways, you guys, it's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. And then you get this gorgeous teal. So, if you can believe it, it's less than $1 a sheet for 12 by 12 glitter and foil cardstocks that are a decent thickness. So, but they still feel like they'll totally be die cuttable, no problems at all. And fabulous colors. Very, very usable. Sometimes in these pads you get weird colors and you're like, well, it's only a deal if you're going to use them. But all of these are great colors. So that is what we have for the Cosmic collection. Partly because the colors are gorgeous and even the patterned papers were gorgeous. So all three of the 12 by 12s are $22.99 a piece and then $11.50 for the 6 by 6. Okay. Okay. Now, what? Oh, okay. Also from yesterday, for those of you guys that were with us, we went through some Winnie the Pooh stuff. And it seems that we forgot to put a couple things on the table for us to talk about. So there are 2 stamps also in this line, and we only have 2 of each left. So for Winnie the Pooh fans, I think this is going to be really nice too, because let's see, this one is called Pooh and Friends, and this one is called Winnie the Pooh. Okay, so let's go with the one called Winnie the Pooh first. So you've got, what I love about it is they did give you some of the icons of the characters and things like that, but, and you've got your Eeyore, here's I think that one, isn't that one is that on the washi tape one? Or there was a paper with that one, I think. But you do have a number of the sentiments, okay? And you guys, these stamps, when Echo Park puts out stamps, they're actually a really good value because price-wise, they're slightly less than a lot of the other ones that are, on the market of the same size. They're a couple bucks less, but they still are made in America. So they're really nice stamping ones. So it's that good quality photopolymer. And so you've got a number of different sayings that you can use for your cards or whatever. And I mean, look at that bee. Oh my gosh, that is a good one. It's not cartoony at all. So that one is Winnie the Pooh. And then, this one is called what? Pooh and Friends. So you've got your Tigger and then your little gang here, and there's the piglet and some more sentiments. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys got to see these as well, because we don't have a ton of them left. All right. Next up, I want to show you guys something we got in that is it's just a little handy tool to have at home. So this guy right here, we've had this in for a couple days, and the people that realize what it is are pretty happy about it. And then the people that don't ask me what it is. So I thought we would talk about this real quick because this guy is only $2. Okay, really inexpensive. This is meant to give you a little washboard. So you can join one of those porch bands if you want and make your own music. Can you guys hear it? I think you probably can. But what it's meant for what I brought these in for, I don't know what it's really meant for, but what I brought them in for is when I go to wash my brushes, I only do it every once in a while, right? But when I go to wash them, I take them into the sink and then I put, I just use soap and water, hand soap and water. And I usually put it here and kind of scrub it in my hands. But having one of these is actually, really gonna make it better for cleaning, because then I can take that and sort of work the soap in, and this will give it a little bit more of a, you know, back and forth with the bristles to get that soap in there quite a bit more. And you guys, then you can also do this when you go to rinse your brushes, because it will help separate those bristles and get that water in there and help get more of that soap out. Okay. So for only $2, I feel like for, you know, cleaning, if you have to clean, this one is probably, this little washboard thing is probably a good thing to have for your brushes, just to make things quick and easy. I know some of you guys already have something like that, but I thought this one was pretty easy, the way that it can just hold in your hand just like this, and you could just scrub that right in the sink. Okay, so there's that. And this is a die. This one is $8.99. This is a moonstone die. So this one is from Hunky Dory. And we got in exactly 2. There were only 2 available left to order, so I ordered 2. I don't know how many people need this one, but for scrapbookers, I thought if you celebrate, you know, Easter Sunday and stuff like that, this could be really, really great. But what I also really liked about it is that you have these words here, but you can very easily, if you just wanted it to say Easter Sunday and maybe you wanted to pair it with the word happy, right? Or something like that, you can very, very easily cut that word on off. Or if you wanted it to say on Easter, you could very easily cut that off. Or maybe you just wanted the word Easter. You could cut off both the top and the bottom. So this, not always are word dies that easy to separate, but this one actually is because of where those little points are. So, but we only have 2. I've not seen a die that says on Easter Sunday before, and it's only $8.99. So, you know, but these ones are kind of one of those, when they're gone, they're gone. Okay, next up. So we've been waiting for these to come in for a while, and that actually is on me because I didn't realize they were ready to ship. So the last shipment of Hero Arts that we got, I showed you guys some of the samples with previews of what was coming, and then they just didn't come very quickly because they were out of stock at that time, but they reminded me that they had the box ready to ship. So these just arrived maybe yesterday, and I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so I love this one. This is called Rain Texture, and I am really excited to use this. I feel like, okay, so this actually might be the way this is supposed to go. It looks like it might actually be upside down. Can you guys see the difference? So if I have it this way, right? And then if I turn it this way, it actually looks a little bit more like falling rain. Yeah. And for here in the Northwest, it rains all the time, but I really liked it because typically this is a lot more what our rain looks like. But that being said, I thought it could be very cool just as a texture. So if you took like a cool background that you did and stamped it and even embossed it in clear and then did something over the top, you'd get some really cool effects with a pattern like this, or a tone on tone to give you something. So really excited that this one is here. So I don't use like 6x6 backgrounds all that often, but I think this one is very, very Northwest. And did you, I feel like these, are these $15.99? $14.99? Okay, $14.99, and it is cling rubber. Okay, this one is not new, but I did reorder this one because I've had a number of people asking for frame dies. And this one cuts 4 different sizes of wood grained frames for guys' cards, for outdoor projects, for mini albums, things like that. I think this is one of those that's kind of a staple for, doing those sorts of projects. So it is going to cut the inside and outside, so you can't actually make it like a whole panel. But you know what? Sometimes it's better just to have the stuff done for you. And part of the reason that they do that is because the wood grain pattern itself, those are dies. They aren't just like embossed lines. So it cuts the texture in really deep when you use this. And so they have to have given you an outside and an inside line so that when they put these lines in, they had some definitive edges. Otherwise it would fall apart, right? So, but really, really cool, wood grain designs. And so I'm glad that we could get this back in. And actually it's $24.99, but I'll just kind of hold this up so that you can sort of see the sample. Sometimes they have a sample on the backside, sometimes they don't. So, but you can see how much texture you get just out of these dies. So pretty cool on those. And then we have 3 new letterpress, better press things from them. And I did show you guys these a while back, but I don't think I had pricing or really anything. So, and it was a while ago. All right, so this one is Happy Birthday to You. Are you guys ready for this? $11.99. This is Better Press, letterpress, Better Press, or hot foil. Now, when I go in and have you look as close as possible, let's see if I can get this guy to zoom in. Can you see on, yeah, it looks like it's showing up. See on the letters how you actually have that little shadow line of detail? So I think these are going to turn out really phenomenal in the letterpress, which is what I know a lot of us are doing right now. So, and you can't really tell the detail on here, but I think it's going to be really pretty awesome with that one. Okay, so that's the Happy Birthday to You at $11.99. And then let me go into this one too, because sentiments are always one of those things, right? And this is one that $17.99. So really good prices on these. And it also has that little extra detail. So what I like about being able to get these things from other companies besides just Spellbinders is now we have different fonts, we have different images, and this isn't really like a font style that we've seen Spellbinders do yet, so it's nice to have it. You've got best wishes, thank you, sending smiles, thinking of you, hello, and yay. Yay? Yay. Okay. And they're maybe 3/4 of an inch tall or something like that. So, but again, it's going to have that cool texture, and you could, try it in your hot foil or your Better Press. And then this one. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so beautiful. $14.99. Again, these are not cutting dies, just as a reminder. So if you need to have the Better Press system or the like hot foiling type system to go with your die cut machine in order to make any of these plates work. But look at the stunning detail on this one. OMG. Gorgeous, right? Wow. Okay, so that one's only $14.99. So those are the 3 hot foils we just got in from Hero Arts, and I'm pretty dang excited. I have not tried theirs yet, partly because as much as I love the Better Press, I just got mine open the other day because I was demoing it, and in the past it's been so popular that every time I've opened one to demo, somebody just bought it right out, and then I wait for the next shipment, and then the same thing. So I have one here at the store now that I can just try for these plates, and I'm pretty excited. Okay, then I need one more thing here. Hang on one second. Okay, so these came in as a requested item. We've had this horse before, and honestly, I cannot remember if I showed it to you guys or not. This is another Moonstone die. It's from Hunky Dory. But one of the reasons that I got this is because this is one of the most detailed horse dies that I've seen. So a lot of times we get sort of like an outline or, you know, maybe a little detail. That is phenomenal detail in a horse die. And it's $16.99. So I guess it goes this way. And he's a pretty good size, you know. I mean, he's definitely card size. But I just loved that if you need a horse die, this one actually is really, really good. So I've got that one. And then I've got two more items to show you, okay? So the other day we were looking at one of the floral versions of these paper pads. So this is the one for the horse. This is called Running Free. That's the name of the release here from Hunky Dory. So if you have somebody who's into horses or fantasy or, you know, all of that kind of stuff, this is just, it is so pretty. So, and actually, you guys, I think, ooh, even better, you guys, not only is it gorgeous artwork, it's also matte paper. So it is still a paperweight, but it is a matte paper design. And, wow. But as far as I know, this is the only size it comes in. But even the B sides of this paper is really quite nice. This one almost looks like a, kind of like a, I don't know what color that is. Like a ginger colored leather or something on the back side. And then this one is, oh yeah. And you can kind of see that one actually, does that show up for you guys? Yeah, see, even on the camera, it looks really like it has texture. That's funny. So you've got these beautiful horses and the paper, see, I mean, look at how well that goes together. I'm actually really excited about this one. This is right here. This is a color scheme. It's like a deep, dusty purple. And so, but the horses have a little bit of different type of artwork in them. Wow. I haven't looked at this yet. You can tell. Really nice. Ooh, look at that. That is super fun paper right there. Okay. And this one. Actually, you know what? At least with the camera going this way, it's a lot easier for you guys to see the whole 8x8 pad, isn't it? So, this is really, really a nice, the artwork on this is phenomenal. Oh, I love this one. So, in 6th grade, most of my life I went to elementary school and junior high and high school in Moscow, Idaho. But in 6th grade, because we lived out in Deary, Idaho, my mom wanted me to go out to school there so that I could make friends before we got to junior high. And in Deary, Idaho, it is the home of the Mustangs. So, and the Appaloosa, I think is, I don't know if it's the Idaho State Horse. Is there even a state horse? Do states have horses? I don't know. But at any rate, in Moscow, there is the Appaloosa Museum, and those are the horses with spots. So, anyways, I just thought a lot of these look like they are very happy horses running free. And so this one is 48 sheets. You get a lot of stuff to choose from, and $14.99. So great price. All right. Next, I have one more horse thing to show you, and then wait just a minute. We are going to. So that one is a nice matte paper. And then, you guys, we have the collection kit here for the horses. And I have not looked at this, but I'm very excited to do that. We only have a couple of these in stock. And that's partly because we are not, we're kind of a city-based store, so I know a lot of people don't have horses, but a lot of people in like Woodinville or that live farther out, they do. Some states do. Okay, so it might be the Idaho horse, but it's definitely popular in Moscow. So it says makes it lace 16 cards. You guys are kind of familiar with how these work, but I do want to show you. So you'll get 2 of each design, it looks like. And if there's enough people that need me to split these packs up, I can do that. But I only have like enough for, 4 people if we do that. I guess I could order more though, but it's got to be in even sets. But, what's fabulous about this is you've got this amazing foil detail right here. Can you see that? And the paper is all matte, which I think is really nice for this horse artwork. And then you've got, it says, don't have a good day, make it a great day, which, stand out, be yourself. Actually, some really, really nice sentiments on this one. And I love this. I know it's meant to be a black horse because it is hard to do black, in artwork, but I love that it's kind of like a navy colored horse that just, that one looks a little bit more black there. So really, really pretty. And then as is the usual, these all have the, you'll have to just, okay. They make us learn all this stuff like in junior high and high school, right? But that was a little while ago, so I can't fully remember. So you'll just have to look at these sideways, but there should be, for each design, there should be a plain set of papers and a foiled set of papers. There we go. So I'm going to have to go look up what a Morgan horse is. I'm not really sure that I know what it is. I only know the Appaloosa because, it was right there in town. It would be crazy not to know it, and I did have horses growing up, but my horse was named Apple. I didn't name her. Okay. So then also when you get the full set like this, it comes with, a flyer here to show you what some of the other items are in the collection. And so there's the paper you saw, and here's this, but you also get a sheet of ideas. So you have that as a reference for your pack. Okay, so that's the running free one. Now, I wanted to show you, now we're going to move into the demo phase of today's video, because we got in these dies, and I think it was Ellen in here yesterday asked me what on earth this is, and so I made one up. And then Judy was in here, and she makes a lot of little boxes and was trying to kind of figure out what I'd done. So today we are going to assemble. This is how the packaging comes, okay? So I just want you guys to see, this is why there is so much confusion. I saw this on a video that was relatively quick. They were talking about it, and I could kind of see what it would make. But based on the packaging, you would have no idea, really. So they have this little owl up here, right, that you can see. So you have to build an owl. But it has this down here, and that's because it makes a little box. So, and the way the box goes together, it's actually designed so you can put a second owl back here, but I decided that I wasn't going to do that because of time when I made this with Ellen, just so we just wanted to get the sample together so you could see. So mine is completely a white owl. But I have to tell you guys, after I assembled him, he's not very hard to assemble. After I assembled him, I kind of fell in love with him. He is so cute. I know, right, Shirley? Yes, I agree. And so from here to here, super different. But I have some other ideas that Judy and I were kind of talking about today that make this even more awesome. So what I've done is we've cut out the parts. And then just for those of you guys that ordered in the first box of the Alta New Gradient cardstock and ink pads, those just arrived. So we are going to get those sorted for you. For those of you guys in the second box, they were out of one of the colors, so you're still going to get the bundle pricing just minus that one color. But that way, but the brown is one of the colors that was in there for a coordinating ink, and it was also in the coordinating cardstock. However, all the browns that are here are spoken for, so I can't really cut into one to make the owl. But what we're going to do is we're going to take our parts and pieces, and we are going to figure out what to do here, okay? And I'm going to kind of, you know what, Bubs? Could you bring me the gray grip mat? Because I think they'll be able to see the pieces a little bit better. So when you go to cut this guy out, basically everything gets cut only once for a single owl, okay? Except for the stuff for the eyeballs. So you need both of these ovals and this one cut a second time, and that's because my owl has 2 eyeballs. If you wanted to put an eye patch on the owl, you only have to cut out one. But, and I might need some way to clean this. Baby wipes? Towels? Water? Towel and water would be great. Or towel and the alcohol would be great. Towel and the alcohol would be great. But not the alcohol. Spray bottle. What do you, well, I'm not going to dump the, and a towel. Well, the cloth one, isn't it over there? The cloth one, I think, is over there. All right. So, for those of you guys that missed the, ooh, that is so strong stuff. Missed the day we talked about these spray bottles. I have another big shipment coming. They went really fast. This is the new spray bottle from Spellbinders, and it's a continuous spray bottle. But what has me really excited about it is it's a great price, and I put alcohol in this one, typically for cleaning my stencils. But for today's project, I'm going to clean the mat with alcohol and my rag because it dries really quick and I can just move on. With baby wipes and stuff, you gotta wait for it to dry. So these should be back in, I'm thinking either later this week, well, it's almost later this week, or next week. But you guys, these, when we had these in before, and Joan told us she saw kind of a similar one at the nursery, like $16 to $18, and they are only $6 from Spellbinders. Freaking amazing. I am loving it for alcohol, but you can totally put water in it. That's how they had it designed. I just like the idea of having the alcohol in one. Okay, so first off, what I'm going to do is we're going to use, this is the Coffee Break set of gradient inks from Alta New. Okay, so I'm going to pull these out, and I did conveniently snag my pouncers here because I could have cut this out of a cardstock that would make my life easier, but I didn't. So I'm going to, before I start in on this guy, I'm going to check what color's in here. And from the last time I used it, it's a relatively dark color. So this is how I have requested, just so you guys know, I have put in my request at Picket Fence to make us some pastel colored pouncers because I am so over the moon with these. that I can hardly even stand it, but I really do need the lighter one, okay? So this is how I kind of get that, see that really, really dark ink. And if I want to do this one, I'm not going to get the color that I think I really want. So I think Mocha might be darker than I need to do at this stage too. So let me pull Rocky Shore. And what I do is, because this is such a dark color, I'm going to get some of this Rocky Shore, and I'm going to use that to help pull out some of that really dark color, okay? And I could move right to this one, but I just want to make sure that I get a lighter ink to help pull out that dark color before I go to the even lighter one. So you can see now that when I go to move to my lighter color, I've already got a lighter colored ink in there. It's, you know, and dye inks don't really contaminate each other, but with a dark ink to a light ink, you just want to be a little bit careful, right? And so, and because I know that I tend to use the edges of my little guys here to ink, but almost looks like I had a green in here. But so you can kind of see what we've got going there. And then, and I'm doing this part of the demo for you guys because I've gotten a lot of questions about this. So I don't know, you can also wash these, but I don't have the patience to wait for them to dry. So I didn't want to do that. So I'm going with my lightest color here. And what I'm going to do is just pick up that color and pounce it out until it looks like I'm kind of right in line with the lighter color of this ink. And if you want to see what really we're working with, you can just take a direct to ink pad. So you can see there's still a little bit of a color difference, but not a ton, right? So, but you can see how we've sort of moved through the colors to get a lot closer to this one. And that's where we're headed. So now I'm going to just try to pounce out a lot of those kind of remaining blues, or browns, because it may feel like when I pounce, I'm not getting much color, but if that dark color is still in there, then putting another color with it kind of reactivates some of that. Yes. Yeah. I know, Jamie. Yep. But I do think it would be so awesome to have the pastel ones. But you're right. I don't know that we can wait that long. Because all I got was, I'll pass that on. So I don't know. I guess it depends on how many other people are obsessed with the pouncers. So, okay. And Angie, if you're still on, the pouncers, they're here now. So, okay. That looks like I'm pretty close. Now, let's figure out what colors we need for the owl. He's going to be, well, oh my God. Should I do a brown owl, or should I have done like another color of really cool owl? Probably another color, but I guess brown is what we got. Okay. Darn it. All right. So let's talk about the pieces. Okay. So he would be so, I know, but then I just have to clean out my blue pouncer. What was I thinking, Shirley? Oh, it's like painful. Okay, so we got a couple of eyebrows. We have this littlest round piece here. This is the body, okay? And then we have two different, I don't know, side wings, maybe? And, oh, lost shadow. Yeah, I know, because, you know, my assistant, makes sure when he's crafting, he keeps me very, very handy. But when I'm crafting, he requires me to bellow at him to get some assistance. So, right, dear? See, he's not even here. He's not even close enough to answer. Okay. So since I have put that, let's do it a little bit like this, and then I'll move that guy over. Okay. So these are all the pieces. This one is the head, and the feathers go down. You have two big eyeballs and two smaller eyeball thingamajiggies, okay? Now, the one thing I know about owls is this part should be white. Is that correct? The little part. That's this big part right behind this pupil thing. I think we'll leave those white. It might be yellow, but we're going to leave them white. Okay, these guys probably black, be my guess. And the beak probably like a yellow of some sort. So, are we deciding we want to do brown, or now do we want to do something else now that I've totally, like, you know, cleaned out my pouncer for the wrong color? Let's see what I've got here. Okay. I think we could probably get away with a teal if we... I could probably... Do you have a North Shore up there, or a Seashore or something? Seashore ink? The Seashore ink? You do. It's like the teal one? Yeah. Yes, please. Okay. Nothing like pivoting, right? Pivot. Do you guys remember that Friends episode? Pivot! Oh my God, that made me laugh so hard. At the time that was on, I swear to God, I was moving every 6 months. And it made me laugh. Oh. Okay. Although I could not necessarily relate to the handful of friends with, you know, sort of crappy jobs living in a giant apartment in New York City, but some of the things were so funny. Okay. So we have, this one is, we're going to do a switch. So this is the Seashore set, and this is one of the ones that coordinated with some of that gradient cardstock as well. So I'm going to just do a quick, we may end up with a light mint green owl, I guess, but, oh yeah. Okay, so let's make some decisions here. What color do we think that, and remember, some of these colors lighten when you put them. Okay, so we think black for the eyeballs, right? Probably a yellow, something like that for the beak, but we'll come back to that. So we've got the irises. We can give him whatever color eyes we want, but then the body parts here, we have these two, so those should be two different colors, and the head and the eyebrows. So I'm almost thinking the eyebrows and the little wings should be, maybe should those guys be the darkest colors, do we think? Or the lighter, or should the head be? I don't know. I don't really know if it matters, but I wish somebody was over here to help me make some decisions. I don't think he's coming, though. So, okay. Let's go with the eyebrows and the wings in this kind of medium color. Okay. We're going to go with the body in the darker color. And then that allows us to go with the head in the lightest color. And I think that will be, I think that'll be nice because we got to put all the stuff on there. So then we just have to decide, once we kind of get those pieces colored, what we think, oops, I don't know about that, but what we think we're going to do for the irises, you know, the colored eyeballs part. So before I tackle the head, let's just make sure that we like this color. And that it feels pretty light for the head. Yeah, I think that's going to be great. Okay. So this is one of the things that I absolutely love about the Pouncers, is that we can take an all white die cut and we can add this ink in, and it is so easy to just give it a quick color. So you don't necessarily have to have decided ahead of time. But also, had I cut this in a color and I wanted to darken some of the pieces or lighten some of the pieces, I 100% could. Okay, so I'm going to just give this a little bit more, and then I'm going to let it dry and see how that settles in. So that's going to be our head. What did I just do with the lid? Here it is. Yeah. Okay, so that's Mountain Mist. And then we're going to go with the next color. You know, did we decide? Let me just do this real quick. Because I don't know what colors we fully decided on here. Ooh, that one is pretty dark. That's going to be our body. That one's our body for sure. And then this one, a little bit lighter. And that one. But while I'm swatching, just so I have a comparison, let me do this one. Okay. So I think for, yeah, okay, so let's go with this color for the eyebrows and the wings. Okay. All right. Dye pick, well, like a true person who doesn't clean up after Wine Friday, I don't have a dye pick, but I do have a, I do have a wine corkscrew, so I guess that will have to work. I wouldn't say it's an ideal situation, but yeah, it's not great, but it'll do in a pinch, right? There we go. Okay. Oh. Okay, and then these guys. Okay, now I'm going to set those guys aside and give them a moment to breathe. Has anybody decided what color of pupils we need, or should we just keep going and see how this plays out and then go from there? Maybe we'll do that. All right, so now we are going for our darkest color. Can you guys hear the pouncer? It's, you know, it's like when you are almost falling asleep and then you hear this little and you're like, Oliver, what did you do? You know he's up to no good. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good for now. Oh, thank you. I had to use the corkscrew. I was being ingenious. Did you like it? You don't want me to use your corkscrew and put ink on it before you put wine on it tomorrow? Okay. Okay. So now we're going to start. Oh, we need our black. Let's see. Let's do the blacks of the eyes. Let's pretend there's going to be some black on here. There is not. Apparently I cleaned it out. Oh, that one's brand new. And this one does not look like I put black on this, but let's see. Wow. Nope. Okay. Let me grab some black. All right. Well, in honor of Jamie, I don't necessarily have black, but I have the gradient grays, so we'll go with pure graphite. It's kind of like Lost Shadow, but significantly darker, right, Jamie? Like, by a long shot. Boop. Oh, So fun. Let go. Let go. There we go. Okay. Easy peasy. And the beak. So, what for the beak? Maybe like wild honey? Something like that? Or whatever color is on the orange. Let's go with whatever color is on here. That color. Look at that. Boom. And now we've got it. You know what? I'm wondering. No, that might be too much orange. Okay, let's assemble as he is, and then we'll figure out those eyes here momentarily. Get these out of the way. Okay. So while oh, you know what? I lost my assistant. He's on the phone. So, let me see if I can find the glue. Okay, so while I just let that ink set for just a minute longer, I am going to show you guys the box, okay? So, I got a little smudge on it, but neither here nor there. So the box, it's got a bunch of different score lines on it, but it is so easy to construct, okay? So, I'm just folding on all of the score lines. And this is the part that there's like literally no picture on the packaging, but once you see how easy it is to put together, it is really doable, okay? All right. So we've got that. Now all we're going to do is take these, and I don't really even know if it matters on the inside or the outside for this kind of construction, but I'm going to take this and just put a little bit of glue right here and fold it up. Now what I want to do is I just want to do my best to make sure that is a right angle, okay? And then I'll just hold it. Now you could use score tape to construct this box part if you want to, but a quick grab glue is usually my favorite for this kind of a thing. And I will tell you, I am still preferring the art glitter glue, even though I don't have it in my hand at the moment, and it is merely because I took it with me over the weekend and I forgot to bring it back. So but Brooke, you have tons of glue at the store. I know I do. We're well stocked on it, but for some reason, you know. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same on this side. And you don't really have to be too careful with these parts because those are the parts that are going to get glued to the owl. So you want it clean on the inside of the box, but the outside of the box on these little strips here, if you get glue on it or a mark like I just did, not a humongous issue, okay? Oh my God, this owl is going to be so cute. He is going to be so cute. Okay. Now, all right, there we go. And that's our box. And so I'll tell you guys a little bit more about some of the ideas that Judy and I were chatting about when we were talking about the box, because I think it's going to be really, really useful, even though it doesn't look like much here. Okay. All right. So let's get to this next step. So these are our little wings. Okay. And so when you're putting these together, if you haven't done a paper piecing, so like if you're used to Tim Holtz's Colorize, those have those nice little etched lines and stuff so you know where to put stuff. This one does not. So what I suggest you do is kind of like lay it out so you know where you're going, okay? And it depends on how much wing you want, but then realize the head is going to go on top. So if you want more wing, like I just gave it more wing than I did on this one here, let's see if you guys can see, kind of, a little bit. It's okay because the head will cover it, Okay. So I like this placement. So I'm going to take this and just put a little bit of glue right here and attach. And then a little bit of glue right here and attach. Okay, now, before I get too far, I'm just going to, because if this is part of a box, right, it needs to be vaguely look like it's sitting on the ground. So one thing that I notice is this side is a little bit higher. So there we go. Okay, so just check that. Now we have this body, and all we have to do is put our little head on, and it's really, really easy. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Shirley. That is what we were really excited about, is because of the way they constructed the box and the size of it, you can use it for so many things. Okay, so, all right. There we go. Now, actually, hold on a minute. Before I do this, I want to demo something else really quick, because now watch me make a giant mess. Okay, so last week, my other half used the splatter brush and tried to make these splatters, right? Now, that was his very first time trying. He did make it seem a little bit more complicated than it needed to be. But I did want to show you. So we just got in these beautiful fan brushes, and they are really, really soft. And this long handle is actually really great for splattering. So we're going to try this and see if we can not muck it up. Although, there's a good chance that I could do that too. But I thought it would be kind of fun maybe to have some gold speckles on the owl body. So what I'm going to do is, this is the gold. I brought over the other colors we had too. So these are $5.99 a piece. Such a good value. I did not have the white one to show you last week, so that's back in. And then the brand new color, which I'm really excited about, is this black. And there is a good possibility this black has a shimmer in it. So I will be checking that out too. But for this one, I'm going to just do it on this guy right here. Can you guys see that? Okay. And I found that I did not need that much, but as with any splatter, so I have to tell you guys, last week when he splattered like crazy, after the video, I had splatter not only on this side of my phone, but also on the top screen. So remember, he was splattering his hand and everything but the project, but it was so funny. Okay, so, and I'm not really worried about this part because the head's going to go back over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit, and if you're not super familiar with this, give it a chance to try just a little bit and see how you like it. Okay, so if you are significantly more gentle than our new professional crafter, you can very, very easily get these little perfect round dots. Hopefully you guys are seeing those. And they shimmer like crazy. They stand out beautifully on dark paper because they are super opaque, and you don't have to water them down. So the white is phenomenal. The silver's phenomenal. And I'll tell you what, because I've used these before, and then I was like, oh, let me try the fan brush that they recommend with these. I am crazy about it. I love this fan brush. And it's only like $4.99, I believe. So it's a really good price. And that long handle, even though you think it may not be a requirement, it really does make it so that you get a nice angle with the splatter. So part of the reason I've been chatting is because I did want to let that first layer of splatter dry just a minute. And now I'm going to kind of work a little bit more. And so this is what he and I were kind of trying to chit chat about last week, that less is more, okay? And because you can always add more splatter. And I'm trying to get a little bit more down here, but you can always dip it in. But it's always best to have your brush loaded with less, because now, look, this time I had significantly less on my brush, and look at those super, I'm hoping this shows. Let me stand and see if I can get it for you. Look at those super duper tiny, wait, okay, let me do this. I think if I do this, it will focus a little bit better. Oh yeah, look at that, you guys. Look at how small those droplets are, and yet still really shiny and opaque. I mean, wow. So this is not really an effect without, from different products. Let me zoom. Yeah, okay. So this kind of splatter, it's something we've been looking for a long time, but I feel like this is now the answer that I am loving. Okay, so calling that good. And it is a water color. Okay, so I'm hoping that if I don't wash my brush immediately, it's going to be fine. I'll let you guys know later. Oops, I almost lost an eyeball. Okay, so now I've got that, and now we are going to take, and I would probably heat set this guy. That might be a good idea, just so that if those, any of those gold splatters are still wet, they don't smudge. But we are going to be risky today. Okay, now I have a good splatter on his body, and I'm going to just, they're super, super tiny. You probably can't even see them. I can barely see it because I don't have really much on my brush, but just a little bit to tie in that head. Okay, okay, now we didn't figure out what our irises are, but let me just kind of show you guys. These are going to stack just like so. Okay. And then these little black guys here. I'm going to go like this. And his beak. So you can see on his beak, there's one side that's a little bit pointy. It's going to go right here. Oh my gosh. Right now he looks super bold. He's like a little bold guy. And then we pull in the eyebrows and he becomes the most adorable thing ever. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. So now that you guys see this, what color should those irises be? Okay. So that's the question. Now, while we are waiting to figure out what color those irises are going to be, some of the things that we were talking about is that this little box here would be fabulous for a bunch of little animals that you have, or, you know, kind of these die cuts. But even this guy by himself is pretty stinking adorable on the front of a card. And this was another thing that Judy suggested, that Happy Easter, that tiny Happy Easter that we featured. Oh, hi, Judy. That Happy Easter that we featured last week, I think it was, from Memory Box. It actually does fit kind of right on his little belly area here. So you can turn this into a Happy Easter one. You could add, you know, sentiments or whatever. And then, so here's the deal. When we go to stick him on here, you can see how the box goes. For this one, you could either make two owls and make it a really cute double-sided box, or what I did is just cut an extra rectangle out of the coordinating white, and I just taped it onto the back to make it a little box. But the other thing that Judy and I were talking about is, let's see. Oh, I'll never, ever, ever find what I'm looking for in here. Okay, so, you know what? I have it right here. This works. So a lot of you guys have either hunky-dory or various other things, but let's say you have a design like this and it's too big maybe for a card. But these kind of things will be awesome if you decorate like a little panel and then you put this on the back. You can make it into a little gift box, okay? And size won't matter. Usually does, but won't matter in this case. And you can use this and it will make more sense for these big ones than trying to fit it on an A2 card. But you guys, how easy is that to give to somebody as a little present, right? I mean, so many uses. So once you start getting to it, then you can kind of see where the options are. Okay, so did we decide? Okay, purple lavender. All right, that is what we're gonna go for. We got to go kind of light, though, I think. Otherwise, he will have some... Oh, my purple is pretty dark. You think purple lavender versus like a yellow? Deep gold around the pupil. Oh. Lori, I love your ideas. You crack me up. Let me pull out my inner Bob Ross. Hang on a minute. She's got me painting like eyeball veins and all kinds of stuff on there. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna leave the insides white, and then let's just see how we like this. I think that might be, I think we need a warm color, you guys. I think we do. I think we need a warm color. So let me see what bloodshot eyes. You guys. Oh, yeah, there's lots of possibilities, but let's try. Honestly, I really think that owls tend to have golden eyes. Of course, they don't tend to be teal, so I don't know. But these two colors do look pretty good together. So, and it keeps those eyeballs pretty vibrant. Now, you know, honestly, if I were doing this off camera, I would cut a whole bunch of eyes. I would just make color combos and see what I liked. But, you know, that's the difference between having to just make some decisions and go for it but I did play it a little bit safe. I know, you guys. Hi, Monica. Shouldn't the outside be white? Oh. Probably. I don't know. Well, that's funny. You know what? It might. Yeah. Well, maybe I will have to make some more eyes. I don't know. You know what? Actually, here's what I went with. I went with what they had here, but now that I'm looking at that, the outside of their eyes was, actually matched the little guy. So, well, he's artistic. Not quite as artistic as Lori wants me to get, but he's going to have to do, for today, because otherwise we'll never finish with this guy. But I did want to, get to show you guys that fan brush too, because I am so loving it, and I'm really, really loving this splatter. Like, really loving it. Like, it sits on my table now. And, you know, from all the products that I have to demo and stuff like that, there's not a whole lot of things that, get put away. Eventually, I think I'll have to put it away, but for right now, I really, really like it. So let's move this eyeball over that way a little bit. Okay. I don't know what I was talking about. Was it yesterday I was talking about Ancient Aliens? Because I feel like we are making an Ancient Aliens character. So, it's pretty funny, actually. If any of you guys are watching Ancient Aliens, that is, that's our current, seems to be our current obsession. And there's a lot of episodes to go, so I think we're going to be good for a little while. Okay. Oops. I don't think I have glue in the right places. I need it on the edges right there. So the glue for the nose or the beak, you got to kind of just, this one is one of those you got to think through just a little bit because you got the 2 layers with the eyeballs, right? And then it has to kind of sit there and it sits a little elevated. So you got to make sure you've got the glue in the spot where it will be able to grip. All right. Here we go. This is where you can make your little guy look cross-eyed or not cross-eyed. So, and sometimes ovals can be a little bit tricky to get lined up perfect, but we are going to do our best and we're going to call it good. Ooh. That looks pretty good. Let's see. Still kind of bald, but I think we'll raise this one just a little bit. Yeah, looks good. Okay, and then if he wants to be angry, we can make him a little bit more like that, or we can kind of, you know, do like this, or we could even be like, maybe he's surprised, right? That's why you can always tell the people that have the Botox because they don't have as much expressive eyebrows. And since this guy gets these really fun bushy eyebrows, we can make it, you know, say kind of whatever we want. Oh my God, he's cute. Flip it over. Oh, let's see. I think I missed some of you guys. I was so busy gluing. Black for the outside. Oh, that could have been good too. Yep. Okay. Pop up the nose color first. Okay. Well, I only have one eyebrow left, so all good suggestions, but I didn't read fast enough, so sorry about that, you guys. Okay. So, he is so cute. He is adorable. Now, all we have to do to put him on here is just put that little bit of glue on the sides of the box. Here, I'll just show you real quick. And then you'll just cut a rectangle and kind of trim it down till it fits on that other side. Or you'll make a second owl. Okay? So what I did is the easiest way, I think, is to turn him over. And this way you can kind of get him centered. As, you know, as much as matters to you. Get him centered. And then I would very quickly turn it this way. So if you need to adjust, you can, but now he stands up and he is quite possibly one of the cutest little gift boxes freaking ever. I love him. Okay, so we do actually have a bunch of these in stock because when I ordered him, I just fell in love. So he is $22.99, which is actually quite good for a box. Plus you get an owl. Plus that box is a really useful one because of the way it's constructed for using with all kinds of other projects. So we do have the owl in stock. It is from the Netherlands, I believe, a Netherlands company. So we have a bunch in stock now. I don't know if it's one of those things they'll keep in stock or if it gets discontinued. So if you want the owl, yeah, I agree, Lori. Once you know where the pieces go for the owl, he's actually not very hard to put together. So, and he's really cute in teal. I'll tell you, he is darn cute. Okay, so now I am done with my demo. I will go through things very, very quickly as a recap so that you don't, in case you were a little bit late, you won't miss out. Okay, but I'm going to move that and maybe move that out of the way. Okay, so first up we had the Crafter's Companion Cosmic Collection. Let me zoom back out. Is that, oh, that's, wow, look, you get to see, that's a little bit too much of Brooke right there. Okay, so we have the 6x6 pad, and we did go through all of the patterns earlier, so if you missed that, take a look at that. Stunning paper, sold out already at Crafter's Companion, so I'm not sure how much more I can get my hands on. So the 6x6 is $11.50, and these do have a slight shimmer to them. The 12x12, you get 24 pieces in here for $22.99. So incredible, incredible value. And they're just, the colors are incredibly rich and stunning. And then those two you saw the sneak peek of yesterday. And then what we had to show you today is there are two coordinating pads. So even if you aren't into the cosmic thing, these are a screaming value. So pearl paper pad, it's a light pearl. You get 24 pieces, $22.99. But the colors are just gorgeous. They're super, super vibrant. And you do get a couple colors in here that we don't normally get in the other pearl ones that we sell. Those ones are more pearly, but they're also $1.75 a sheet. So, and then you get this pack, and then there's this pad that also coordinates with it, or you can use it for whatever you want. 24 12x12 sheets, again, $22.99. This one has foils, 12x12 foils. You have 3 colors of foils, blue, magenta, and this really pretty, super shiny silver. You can see me. Hello. And then we have a gorgeous dark blue. This one, which is kind of an indescribable tarnished silver with a touch of mint green in it. It's definitely a color that I have not seen in a glitter paper. And these look like they'll die cut really well. Zero shed. And then you have a gorgeous teal. So those are all here, ready to go. Yesterday for the Winnie the Pooh stuff, I forgot to show you guys the stamps. So the stamps are only $13.99. This one is the Winnie the Pooh. It has Eeyore up here and a couple of other sentiments. We only have, well, one set's going to Diane, so we only have one set of these left. But if I need to get more ordered, I should do it quickly. Unless maybe Amber said she wanted, I don't know. If somebody else said that we might be out. So, and then this one is Pooh and Friends. Okay. So both of those, if you want them, let me know, because if I have to order them, I need to get on it. And then, the other thing that I talked about quickly was just this thing. We have this in store, and a lot of people were wondering what to do with it. It's only $2. It's a little hand washboard. So what you'll do is you'll take your brushes when you decide to go wash them. You just take this in the sink with you, put, now this one has some gold glitter on it. So you'll just put soap on here, and then you can just take your brushes and lightly do that, and it gives you a little bit more of a resistance with that, back and forth to get the water and the soap into those bristles. But just do it gently, right? And then it'll help you rinse them out too. But for $2, it is a great addition to your stuff. We have the on Easter Sunday. This is a completely unique die that I haven't seen before, but we were only able to get 2. So they're $8.99. But what I like about it too is that it can be cut apart pretty easy if you just want to use parts of the sentiment. We also talked about the Hero Art stuff that just arrived. So this is the Falling Rain or Rain Textures Bold Stamp. $14.99 on this one, and going to be awesome for just doing random textures, but also for, if you turn it this way, it looks a little bit more like falling rain, because usually with the rain type of stamps, this is the rain we see here in the Northwest, right? We don't see beautiful raindrops, but that's normally what you get. So I'm really excited about that one. And then we've had this one before, but it's back. This is the wood grain frames, and $24.99. You get 4 different ones and really good texture. You can see on the sample on the back side, if I put it in the camera, really good texture. See you later, Lori, for $24.99. And then we've got 3 new Better Press plates. We have a gorgeous happy birthday, and there's detail on those letters, $11.99. We have some sentiments, thinking of you, sending smiles, thank you, best wishes, hello, and yay, for $17.99. And these also have some really cool detail in the words. This is where I need that other little bit of water. Oh, what kind of soap? Honestly, I just use the soft soap. That is the hand, you know, that squirty hand soap. Just something gentle. You could probably use Dawn too, but I just clean mine in the bathroom here at the store. I'm not that particular about that kind of stuff, but there might be something more targeted towards it, but I've found that works just fine. And then this one, which is this gorgeous, amazing, like detailed bee and wreath, and that guy is $14.99. Then from Hunky Dory, we've had this horse die before, but I don't think I showed it. So this is the Galloping Horse. It's $16.99. Great, amazing detail on that horse. I am just totally loving it because we don't usually see that. And $16.99. Then we have 2 things from Hunky Dory, and we did go through all the things on this. This is the 8x8 paper pad. Amazing artwork. Absolutely gorgeous. 48 double-sided papers in here for $14.99. And then we have the Running Free Luxury Topper Collection. So you get 2 each of 4 different toppers, plus the foiled cardstock that coordinates, plus the regular cardstock that coordinates, all designs, and you get all of the inspiration on here too. So that one is $28.99. Then we did our demo with the owl box. So you guys saw we just got in more colors of these Altenew inks, and they're $14.99. The one we did the owl out of actually is Seashore. So this is one of the color palettes that coordinates with those gradient papers that that we had in the newsletter. This is one of the color sets that was there, but we used him on our owl today, and he is fantastic. So these are $14.99. These are here, as are a few other colors. But the owl box is $22.99. Really, really good price. And then my new love is this fan brush that is only $4.99, and with the splatter watercolors makes the most amazing little dots and textures, so opaque and so shiny. So there are colors. We have, it's called Snowflake, but it's really like a pearl white. And this shows up great on black dark colors too, as does the silver. And those guys are $5.99 a piece. Just in for the first time, this is the first time we've had it, this is the black. And I think the black has some shimmer, but black is one of those colors that you see a lot on like the internet, and it's how a lot of those designers finish projects, kind of just pull it together. They add a little black splatter, bloop, bloop, and they're done. So you don't have to mix your paints and that kind of stuff. It's as quick as I did here. So you just put a drop down and you use your fan brush, boop, 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 and it's done. So I'm really excited about that one too. It didn't go with today's project, so I didn't do it. I think that's everything for you guys. I'm so excited. Really, really good stuff. Oh, we did use this too, and these are coming back in, the Spellbinder spray bottles. So if you need to be on the list for that, these guys are only these guys are only $6 compared with like $16 to $18 for continuous spray. And this is the one I put alcohol in, but obviously you can put water in. And you could even use it to like water those inside plants that just need little light sprays and stuff like that. Okay, you guys, I think I've done it. I went a little longer than I meant to, actually a lot longer, but this owl I think was totally worth it. He is freaking adorable. All right, have a great night. And tomorrow we will continue the professional crafter's journey as he learns something else. We don't know what, but we'll be trying to teach him something else tomorrow. So tune in for that, and we will see you all then. Bye, friends.